battle has just begun!
Welcome, friends! Welcome to another super exciting RobotnikIsSexy Wi-Fi battle with Pokemon. And there's Pokemon here. This is my Drizzle Mega Swampert team. Being used again. I've switched a few of the Pokemon around. I have Ludicolo, one of my favorite Pokemon as always, and Scizor, who is a welcome and easy addition to any Drizzle team, just channeling the nostalgia of Gen 5 Drizzle teams, which had Scizor on them like 100% of the time. So anyway, let's get to the battle. I'm going to frisk his Choice Scarf. This is actually a rematch with the same passerby, or whatever. It literally is the same passerby, but that doesn't really mean anything to you, and I'm not going to get on a tangent about that, because it doesn't really make sense. Because you won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I know that Infernape can't really hit Noivern for like any damage, so I'm gonna just drop a Draco as he goes into Skarmory, and he is going to predict my switch and double out into Gliscor, which is interesting. Not exactly super useful for him. It would have been better for him to get up his Stealth Rocks with Skarmory right then, but he doesn't. I guess he wants to get that Poison Heal on Gliscor straight away. Then he's going to switch out again as I switch out. There's a lot of switching out in this battle. There's a lot of it already, and there's going to be more. Going to be lots more. So I'm going to go into Politoed here, actually expecting his Infernape to be coming in. I expected him to switch out, but I thought it would be Infernape. It's actually Venusaur. That's fine. So now I'm going to bring in Choice Band Scizor, who definitely is a very, very nice fit to this Drizzle team in particular. As I expect him to switch once more, go for the U-turn. Does nothing because it's Gliscor, but I'm going to take this opportunity to go into Noivern. I could have gone into Ludicolo, and maybe I should have, because then I would have blasted him with Hydro Pump, and Hydro Pump in the rain would even hit Mega Venusaur pretty hard, actually. But I don't. I go for Noivern, and I'm like, fuck it, let's Hurricane. It's probably not going to kill, but what the fuck is he going to do? And we find out exactly what he's going to do. He's going to knock off my Specs, which, it's kind of bad, because without my Specs, I can't OHKO Greninja, because Greninja is God, so yeah, that's going to be a problem. But he kindly just throws his Skarmory in front of a couple Hurricanes, so that means his rocks are never coming up. That's fine. And then he gets a free switch to a Greninja. I've got no real choice but to stay in and hit it, because Greninja is such a powerful threat, and he's just going to go Ice Beam. I could have predicted the Ice Beam and gone into Scizor and like tried to soak it up, but Scizor is too important. Like, if I make one wrong move and he clicks Hydro Pump, then I just like super lose, because like Choice Band Scizor is my only way to deal any kind of real damage to his Mega Venusaur. So that's the logic there. I'm gonna go Bullet Punch because off chance he goes into Mega Venusaur. I am very concerned with Mega Venusaur, not so concerned with Jolteon. Jolteon is gonna kind of say, hey, I'm important too, and get a crit with Volt Switch, which almost kills. Thank goodness he didn't click Thunderbolt or something, then I'd be out of the Scizor. But yeah, you know, Bullet Punch, it's resisted on Jolteon, still is, you know, if I had gotten up rocks, that would have been a 2-hit KO, so yeah, it does enough damage. Now his Infernape is coming in. It is Choice Scarf. I don't really have any switch-ins for it anymore, because Noivern died. So I just have to let Kermit take a hit. It takes one, and now I'm going to have to fodder King Dedede, which, you know, is something I'm not really thrilled about, but it's something that needs to happen, as now I can go into Swampert. Now, if he stays in and close combats me while I Mega up, he is going to die. So I'm very, very certain he's not going to do that. And I'm so concerned with Mega Venusaur, I'm going to click Earthquake, as I guess he predicts that, goes into Gliscor, just for a turn of Poison Healing, and he's going to try to stall out my rain as best as he can, which is pretty much his best option, so you can't really blame him for it. So I'm going to go Earthquake on a flying type. Doesn't work. I'm going to go Waterfall now, and it does a pretty decent chunk to Mega Venusaur. You know, I'd be happy if it did more, but you know, it's Mega Venusaur, and that's, you know, That's a little bit. So now I'm gonna go into Mr. Hat because I can't afford to switch Scissor into an attack very recklessly because it's on very, very low health thanks to Jolteon. And I'm gonna make a misplay here. I'm gonna go Blizzard and miss when I should have gone Harder Pump because the Stab plus Rain would make it more powerful than Blizzard. And as you can see with Thick Fat ability on Mega Venusaur, Blizzard does even less than well, anything. It does terrible damage. He actually does not expect me to stay in, so I get another chance to hit him with Blizzard. It lands, and then he kills me with Sludge Bomb. So, 2 of my Pokemon have basically been fodder in this very, very offensive game. But, you know, I get a free switch into Scissor, which is something I need. And luckily, Gliscor is low enough that Bullet Punch will do the job. Now Infernape is coming out again, that big threat, that big monkey of death, and now I'm going to have to fodder Kermit the Frog. Goodbye, Kermit the Frog, or so I think. He's actually going to go Fire Punch, which is very strange. Like, I don't know why. Like, I could click Rest here, but I actually need to double out into Scissor, expecting him to go into Venusaur, which I do. I actually predict him to switch into Venusaur. Goes super perfectly as we double out, and yeah, this is what I need. I need to hit Venusaur for some damage, and that's what I get. And he misses Leech Seed, which really sucks, but in the grand scheme, I don't think it mattered too much because of Bullet Punch being a priority move and fainting everything on his team, potentially. That means Leech Seed wouldn't have activated because the Pokemon would have been fainted. It would have activated for 1 turn if Venusaur stayed in. But he didn't, so, you know, it's not the end of the world, and I would not have stayed in on Infernape anyway, so Leech Seed wouldn't have taken me out. It would have gotten me really, really, really low, and if his Skarmory had gotten up Stealth Rocks, it might have actually killed me, so then it would have mattered then, but his Skarmory did absolutely jack shit nothing, so it doesn't matter. Michael Phelps, the Olympic gold medalist, is going to be able to take out some Pokemon right now, as you know, Kermit takes one for the team, and that's, you know, it's just what needs to happen. But it's all fine and dandy because that Greninja, who shouldn't be here, is just going to get completely rocked by an earthquake. No pun intended. It's a very weak pun anyway, so please ignore that. So yeah, and Michael Phelps is going to take half from Scarf Infernape close combat, which is actually pretty, you know, respectful. You know, it's alright, but that's going to be the game. It's just going to take out Infernape, and yeah, it's good. What is that, a 2-0? It was pretty amazingly close. Much closer than the first battle we had, which I may post in the future or not. Yeah, I'll just make a double up two Wi-Fi battles in 1 video or something if that happens, but I wasn't planning on that battle to happen. I was just, you know, I went online and then he challenged me immediately, and I'm like, alright. And then he was like twice as hard because he knew my team, and that's pretty much how it goes. In the first battle, Noivern pretty much rocked his world, but as you saw, Noivern was kind of he took care of my Noivern pretty well, which I could have done better. I could have actually used Ludicolo more. I kind of let Ludicolo down there, but that was a good battle, you know. Like, I like the Shizzle team the way it is right now. I think Scissor is better than Breloom for this team in a way because it doesn't need Life Orb, so that means it can survive longer, and it's bulkier, and I don't know, it's just nice, and you get some strong U-turns in, which allows you to bring in Swampert and Noivern and stuff like that, so it's a fun team. If you like the battle, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see ya later. YouTube, I gotta go to work. Goodbye.